Hello YouTube community, this is VIP Nobody, your tech on a fixed income PC builder, coming to you from the sunny outback bush country of Jamaica. Yeah man. Today I wanted to go through the magic number error that was coming up for me while I was trying to install Zorin and see what I could do with it. So let's get started. First off, I used Mint Stick, which is a program that comes installed with Linux Mint. You go to the start menu, you type USB, and you have a choice of being able to create a USB ISO, or you can format, which is the next option down. Format the USB stick. And I'd been using that for years, good 5 years, and it's never failed me. I've always been able to create a ISO image on a USB, no problem. Well, all of a sudden, magic number problem. You got to install the kernel. Crap. Anyway, let's see if it shows up. After using that, I went to Ventoy thinking it didn't work with that any longer. Let's try Ventoy. Well, let's see if it happens this time again. There you go. I don't know that it's even going to get to the operating system, huh? Here we go again. Have to do a reboot. Try it again. See if I can cause it to recreate. Yeah, I also have a couple other operating systems. I also tried the Q4 OS, which is supposed to look like Windows 11, and I couldn't get into that one either. I didn't even try Bazite as of yet. Normal mode. I tried it in normal mode, I tried it in grub mode, and I kept getting the magic number. Failed to boot. Yeah, it's not getting the magic number anymore. Press the key to retry, huh? There were different answers on online they said to do. Let's try it in the UEFI, huh? This is the HP Z230, by the way. Here you go. Invalid magic number, right at the top of the screen. You need to load the kernel first. Okay, I got tired of that, and I kept on looking online, and they said you need to hash the ISO and see if it matches the checksum numbers, and I checked that on my computer, and it worked. It showed the hash numbers as being correct. But as soon as you would put it on a USB, or I tried it again, tried to put it on a USB, and I got the same thing again. Or if you use Ventoy as you just witnessed, the same thing would occur. Magic number. So I went and downloaded a different ISO tool. Let's see if I can remember what the name of that ISO tool was. KDE ISO KDE ISO tool. O'Toole. No. So I don't know what's going on with Linux Mint. Whether something has been hacked or what. I have no idea. But I found a way to fix it. That's the important thing. With the Mint Stick, you cannot uninstall Mint Stick and reinstall it in the case there's something that happened to your software or your program while it's been sitting. I tried. I went into the software center, found out that it was called Mint Stick rather than a USB writer. But there's several ISO tools available. O'Toole, keep on. Anyway, so don't get stuck with just your magic number error. Go into the software center, type in ISO for the best results, the number of results, the greater number of results show up in the software center with ISO as compared to USB. There's a few of them that show up and they are working. There's a Fedora version and there's a KDE version. I'm sure there's several more from whatever distro. But I found one that works. So I'm not going to reinstall my operating system just to be able to correct a problem with a flat pack. I have not seen anybody else complaining the same complaint that I have. There's lots of magic number error videos out there, as well as forums out there, but none of them suggested going to get another ISO. I said, check your hash, you've got a corrupted file. Well, I checked the hash and I didn't have a corrupted file, but my ISO, they had problems. The installer had problems. Somehow in the creation of my USB stick, the file ended up being corrupted. Ta-da! This does make a start sound. Nice. Let's first go to try Zorin. The one program that I miss from Windows is the Media Center. And the reason being is the visualizations that you can download to work with the media player are really beautiful. Fantastic. I go with the Aeon from, I think it's GeForce Visualizations. And it's enthralling. You'll end up listening to more music if you go and look at that visualization. See, I clicked on try. What the heck? Come on, you can do it. How about if I hit tab and enter? Well, it went into the install back. Give me the try. Okay, fine, let's do the install. Somehow it doesn't want to see my mouse, I guess. No? Clicked on it that time. Yikes. Let's do a... Zorin has been... There are people that are doing Zorin videos. installs, and they're saying that their Windows programs work with it through Wine. I've tried to use Wine several times to install Media Player. Evidently, several years ago, it would work. But every time I tried to install it, it never worked. So I kind of just resigned myself to the yucky visualizations of VLC. Don't get me wrong, VLC has its pros as well, but the visualization is the con for me. With Media Player, you have to install a lot of codecs. VLC, it's loaded with all the codecs it needs. It's been a few years since I've had to install Media Player and codecs and all that kind of stuff. Perhaps it's easier now. Perhaps the operating system 10 or 11 automatically install the codecs. I'm not sure. But seeing you have to give up all your privacy, how about if we pause it here? Oh no, download updates. No, we do not want updates. Third party, yes. Don't precipitate in the census. I know it's participate, not precipitate. Okay, erase. Ubuntu Studio 24 and install now. Changes to disk, yes. And it knows where I'm at. We'll call this computer Joe for Joe Mama. And we are going to choose a password. Super sexy password. I think it was Michael from MGD always says super secret. Yeah, I'm not Michael. He's a lot more polished and better at this than I am, that's for sure. I subscribe to his channel. There are some subjects that are not really my forte, but I usually watch at least the first few minutes. If it's not my forte, then I don't partake. Well, this is going pretty fast. Faster than the Ubuntu Studio. Let's go ahead and fast forward. And just like that, installation is complete. Of course, it took like 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes, maybe 7 minutes. It's probably going to tell me to go ahead and remove. Yes, and press enter. I've heard some people say Zorin looks like Mac, and I've heard them say that it looks more like Windows. My interest is just to get a system that I can feel comfortable with and use Windows Media Player. If I can get it to look like a glass-themed Mac. Here we go. Welcome to Zorin. Welcome to the tour, huh? We'll pass on. I don't know how it's going to install things. Huh? The menu it's down on the lower left-hand corner like most of the Windows operating systems, and Mint is also set up that way. System tools, videos, home. That pretty much looks what happens when we right click on the desktop. Settings. It's connected to the internet. We can change the background. We can add pictures. So we can change the wallpaper if we need to, if we want to. But I'd like to be able to have some icons on my desktop. I guess I'm old school, eh? Keyboard shortcuts and help? Nope. Applications, huh? I don't want notifications, thank you. Good, it's got Brave off the bat. Don't have to worry about it dialing up the mothership and giving information away. How can I end up putting icons on the desktop, huh? Nightlight displays, fractional scaling. Well, the real question is, will it support Windows Media Player? Let's got a handy dandy USB stick. Yes, sir. It's got lots of different old Windows applications that I used to have, or programs. Does it automatically find it and give you a noise? Huh? Very short little noise. So that's easy enough to find. Windows Media Player 11, 8664. Install Windows App Support. That was pretty quick. Super sexy password. That's kind of nice. I don't have to go jumping through some hoops and looking things up online. As soon as you click on a Windows application that you'd like to install, it tells you don't have the support, go download it. That's easy. I love easy. Easy is good. Maybe a four-letter word, but easy is good. I'm having coffee. Vanilla flavored coffee with a dash of cayenne. Still preparing, huh? How about if we fast forward? Well, it's been about an hour and there's still no progress, even though the internet connection checks out fine. Zorin, I'm disappointed. I can't even get the Windows app support to start or download. It's just constantly preparing. I don't know what your deal is. Anyway, That's the only reason I was checking out Zorin, was so that I could see whether I could get Windows Media Player to install. Had that installed, I would have maybe switched. I was looking at different things about it. I was able to find how to be able to turn on the icons for the desktop that I liked. But the themes were not so easy. You were going to have to, of course I have copies of the themes that I like, so it might not have been too much trouble to be able to get it to look the way I like. But if I can't get the Windows Media Player, which was the driving force behind me trying it out, if I can't get that to install and operate, well then there's no use in me going any further. But it is a nice looking operating system for those people who like this. Anyway, this is VIP Nobody, your tech on a fixed income PC builder, coming to you from the sunny outback bush country of Jamaica. Yeah, man.